Hey, Sal.
Punta Arenas is located in southern Chile.
Yes.
It was really an interesting place to stay because you're so far south. It was really windy.
Yes, it was windy. It was on the cool side.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Punta Arenas. They had a shipwreck, obviously quite old. It was metal, and it went straight into the beach, and so you could see where the back of it was very rusted out, and the front of it. At one point, I saw pictures of the anchor still hanging, but that had since fallen. So the anchor is sitting on the beach, and so it was pretty cool.
There's a pretty broad. I'm not going to say boardwalk, but a promenade.
Yeah.
That's down towards the beach. It's actually the Strait of Magellan, is where Punta Arenas sits.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of history surrounding Magellan and Darwin and the Beagle, which was the boat that Darwin was on when he wrote his amazing works surrounding the origin of species.
They have an open-air museum that has a replica of the Beagle and a replica of the first ship to circumnavigate the globe.
Right, that was Magellan's
ship. And these people were crazy. I mean, it's not wider than my living room and not much longer than my house. Just like, wow, you crossed the Atlantic Ocean in this little boat. Like, crazy. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took a lot of guts.
We were in that region for about a month. Our purpose of going there was to visit the Torres del Paine National Park.
Right.
But we did a lot of other stuff. We ended up staying with the same couple we booked through Airbnb several times. Jose and Beatrice, they were amazing hosts.
Yes.
And they have a new hotel that we didn't stay at in north of Punta Arenas in Puerto Natales.
Right. Hostel America. They have 11 rooms. They were working on building it when we stayed with them at their home.
Yes.
And we had a private room, private bathroom. So it was really nice. They were just a great host.
Yeah.
So if you're going to Puerto Natales, definitely look for Beatrice in Hostel America.
Yeah. They made us dinner one night. They shared their wine and their whiskey with us. They gave us salad that was filled with crab.
Oh, that's right.
So good.
So good.
That town had good graffiti as well.
It did. There was not a river, but a flood control, and obviously it doesn't flood all the time, and people were down in there just painting some great stuff along the beach walls. I mean, some of this was really professional looking, so I really enjoyed taking shots of the graffiti there. I'll have to put some of it in the pictures you're going to see. It was really good.
Yeah.
Just downtown, they had that nice park. You bought socks? Mittens? I don't remember.
I bought socks and mittens.
Oh, okay.
The Central Park there. I don't know if it was a Plaza de Armas. Maybe, but they had a craft fair virtually every day, as far as I could tell.
Yeah.
It's the holiday time. One of our ornaments fell.
Yeah.
Surprise. So I got wool mittens that were lined. They were really nice to have because it was cold. A lot of the time, the places we visited, even though it was summer there for them, it was their summertime. It was brisk. It definitely had some wind going on.
Yeah. Do you remember the hamburger? We went into a place and they had and it was called a family burger. And I thought, oh, that sounds good. We got 2 of them. They were massive.
They were the size of your head.
Right. We couldn't even finish the one between the 2 of us.
Right.
So we packed up the second one, and then we're walking home, and there's a homeless guy with a couple of dogs, and I gave the burger to him.
Yeah.
So,
it was really good.
Yeah. Lots of dogs, quite friendly.
Yep. And they like avocado and mayonnaise.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
A lot of mayonnaise they put mayonnaise on everything.
Yeah.
And they had hot dogs, and they served the hot dogs with avocado and mayonnaise.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
We had I bought an enchilada, thinking that I knew what an enchilada was, but
Right.
it was not what I was expecting.
That was a good meal, though.
It was great.
Yeah, we walked into one of the restaurants, downtown, and the gentleman didn't speak any English, but again, mature server, and asked a couple of questions, and bien, walked off and brings us a good meal.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what I had, but it was one of our better meals there for
I
sure.
think we ate there more than once because
Yeah.
we were there for almost. It was just off and on over 30 days. We
Right.
went to a lot of other places.
Yeah,
We left and came
went to
back.
Porvenir and
Oh, yeah, that's
Porto
right.
Williams, and so yeah, there was a lot of places, and this was kind of our central hub when we went out, saw stuff.
Yeah, so we'd come and go. We'd stay for a few days and then leave and then come back, and it worked out really well. And like I said, but Beatrice and Jose were excellent hosts. So
Yes.
if you're in that region and you want a place to stay, look for Hostel Americas because I'm sure they'll take really good care of you.
Yeah,
Now the question becomes: would you go back?
I would, and there's several reasons. The ferry rides there, I want to get on a ferry, and I would do it differently than we did it. We got a really cheap flight, but it locks you in. We flew into Quito, flew down Santiago, Punta Arenas, and then out of Punta Arenas to Lima, and we
Yeah.
were there for a month before we went back home. But I would fly into, however you get there, Punta Arenas, and then fly out of Puerto Montt up to Santiago, because there's a ferry you could take. You could actually fly down to
Uxmal?
Ushmia?
No, Ushuaia.
Ushuaia. Yeah, fly down to Ushuaia, which is in Argentina, and check out that area, including Puerto Williams, and get on a ferry there, and that would take you to Punta Arenas, and from Punta Arenas up to Puerto Montt. So that would give you all of the views of the glaciers, and you could do it on a cruise ship for about 6,000.
Yeah.
Although we wouldn't go up to Puerto Montt, and this for probably 1,000 a person, you could do that whole thing.
You have to prepare. I would get a travel agent to help you with it because we couldn't. It was booked, and we weren't able to do it.
Right. We waited until we were like 7 days from leaving, and the problem with the ferries is, if there's inclement weather, they'll just stop, in a safe place, wait for a day or two, and then continue on. So we didn't have that option, and plus booking a late flight from Puerto Montt back to Punta Arenas, that was another 400. So it would have cost us, a couple thousand each, and we didn't really want to spring for it at the time.
Yeah.
So, but if I went back, I would do that. I would do some backpacking in Torres del Paine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's definitely more to see down there. The glaciers, I think we've probably talked about that when we talked about El Calafate.
Mm-hmm.
Just incredible glaciers. Torres del Paine has just great glaciers. So
It's very remote feeling.
yes,
It's quite nice. It's good, different. It's just beautiful and different, and big skies.
yeah.
Big
There's a lot
mountains.
of coal there. I think this is correct. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That sounds
The
right.
natives used to dig a pit and burn coal because it's so cold. They would just have fires going, and so they were called fire people because the ships going by would just see a bunch of different fires burning from the.
They built fires on their canoes as well,
Yeah.
and they, Tierra del Fuego is fire land. I think Tierra. Isn't Tierra?
Land of fire. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's how it got its name. It's just the local inhabitants. It's cold. You want warmth. Although
Right.
they walked around with like no pants on. They would just have like a shirt on or something. So you get used to the cold, I guess. Or they did apparently, but still, fires were nice. And we were there in summer, so
Their summer.
can't imagine what the wintertime is like. It's got to be cold.
Brisk, yeah. Well, it's the part of the Antarctic region
Right.
of southern Chile, so I mean,
Yeah.
you're definitely way down there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, end of the road. That's right. We went,
Findelmundo,
yeah. So we
route to Findelmundo.
drove down to the last spot you could drive to in South America.
The most southern road.
most southern road. Now you can go to, I guess, Puerto Williams, but that's off on an island. It's not connected by land. So
Let's talk about that next.
yes, that's a good idea.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Al.